Okay, so just as an update on where the mortgage market is at the moment, could you talk us through what's happening?
Yeah, well, in particular with the valuations is a big thing at the moment. Or the last few weeks, lenders have been doing what are known as desktop valuations, which is where they're not physically going out to the property, but they're doing it just looking at comparable prices in the area, which is one of the factors they use anyway, but combined with an inspection. So initially, it was reduced quite a lot from the normal. Let's talk about residential, from 95% lending down to even as low as 60 in some cases. HSBC are a good example. Recently, in the last, within about 2-3 weeks now, they've been lending up to they'll do 90% on a desktop valuation, which is pretty amazing on purchases and remortgages. Off the top of my head, Nationwide will go up to 85%, and there's some others below there. But I'd say as a general rule, most of them are up to about 75. In terms of buy-to-lets, and both by personal and for limited companies, generally lending is up to about 80% anyway. Kent Reliance is the only one really that go above that anyway, but excluding them, it's generally up to, now it's gone down to about 75%. I'm not aware of anyone that will lend more than 75%. For example, Kent Reliance and Precise, two big players in the buy-to-let market, particularly limited company buy-to-lets, they'd actually stopped lending until I think about 3-4 weeks ago. Then they both came back and said we'll lend up to 60. They both come back last week and said now we'll go up to 70 on desktops.
That's really positive then. It sounds like everything's not, and maybe not where it was a few months ago, but it's not miles away in terms of business can still be done. The actual inspection part is causing a lot of issues in terms of the on-site bit. What's the latest you're hearing on that?
Well, with obviously Boris's announcement last night, watch this space because it's up in the air. We'll probably know more this week as to whether valuations will start occurring again, and to do with what limitations. So yeah, it's watch this space on that one.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be able. Hopefully they'll be able to start doing it at least in empty houses or empty properties, and then be able to move forward from there.
There are certain limitations, particularly you'll see this more with the buy-to-let ones and limited company buy-to-let ones, is properties, for example, they're happy to do normal houses and flats and maybe small HMOs up to 4 bedrooms, but once you start getting to larger stuff and new builds as well, you just can't do anything with those at the moment.
So how have you found in terms of the business that's been coming in the last, say, month or so? Have you been able to help most people, or have you had to turn some people away, or how is that?
Well, business has, certainly taken a hit. Hardly had many purchase inquiries because people obviously got other things to worry about at the moment. Maybe some people are already involved with the purchase, perhaps, if they haven't got things sorted. But it's been predominantly, most of my stuff has been remortgage, or what is, like I mentioned before, that what I call the product transfer, of changing your rate over.
Yep. And generally you've been able to help most of those people?
Yeah, it's most of them, yeah. It's in some scenarios, like I said, there's limitations on how much you can borrow, but in fact, the process is a lot quicker when you do a desktop valuation. It's straight away, no waiting time.
It's really positive. Okay, yeah. That's really good news. Anything else you want to say on it?
Yeah, just if there's anyone who wants advice or just a bit unsure about anything, just give me a call, and I'm more than happy to have a chat with you.
Okay, fantastic.